in my topic, the last part, that is a technology the way, how the quality can be when we use technology or ICT driven education, how best we can give it with that. So that is my talk. So my topic is cloud enabled technology enhanced learning for better performance. Anyway, it's true that technology leading the way, that is a quality education to all learners independent of where and which institutions you are studying. So what are the measurements and assessments you are looking for when you go for an ICT based higher education system? So even right from the beginning to the last of sessions, we have been listening the various e-learning techniques, the e-governance models, all in the higher education. And this is actually, it is the bread and butter of the education. Even, but at the same time, I just recollected today's morning Dr. Rajesh Sankal's words. He was mentioning that technology is not education, technology is not learning, but this is only a small portion of the learning. So by considering that into my mind, I'll come to more about this talk. So when you talk about ICT in education, I think most of us has already used e-learning or a certain kind of ICT in your education, so I'm not talking too much about that, but you must have dealt with many problems, isn't it? So the main problems that we have been addressing or we have been dealing with now is the network problem, the hardware, the software, the network, the main thing that the system, the process and the systems, it should be in place, and also the bandwidth problem, the internet problem, then what kind of hardware you should have to go for the better hardware, and you know that tomorrow it will be obsolete. Today you have to buy today's hardware, tomorrow you have to buy tomorrow's hardware. And software, when you just go for some kind of education, ICT systems, you know that what software we use it for. So when you just, so many people will come to you, okay, I have a system, I have this many features, and some others will come, I have so many features, this is unique for this and so you will also in a dilemma which one to choose. So these are some of the other issues that we have been facing. And another thing is the storage, databases, the scalability. Scalability is one of the major issues when you deal with the higher education, because many of us, we are talking today morning from that you have to tackle lakhs of students. Many of the universities, they have the 3 lakhs or 5 lakh students. How do you leverage the ICT to 5 lakh students at a time? So this is a major concern, because we all develop technology, we all develop systems, but this is the main problem, how it goes to the end user. Then the reliability of the system, standards and policies. So one aspect I am talking today is that in order to tackle these issues, I am just coming to a new technology called cloud-enabled e-learning platforms. And I just share some of the experience that we in IITMK is following. So we have a pedagogy model, we call it as the technology enhanced learning and teaching. So that we used, because technology is there, but we have taken a very traditional model, that's a pedagogy model called David Merrill's model. So David Merrill's model is like this. So any lessons when you introduce, you have to divide it into five parts. The first part, we have to introduce what concept you are going to teach or whatever you are going to teach with the real world applications, and then how to activation of the cognitive process, then you have to demonstrate, then you have to apply it, and how it can be integrated to the knowledge domain. So this is the basic model, and when you come to the technology enhanced learning, so this has to be put it in the technology form. So what we have done is that we have come up with our own server, so which has got a very dynamic and interactive systems, because this is more or less same that all other speakers have talked about. We have the Moodle system, we have the Wiki system, we have the digital library system, we have the what's called the video lectures there, and of course we have the message board and experts panel. They can talk to the experts at any time online, they can chat to the experts or to the instructors or to the students at any time. So this is the model that we also follow it here, and this is it's a successful model, and we have been doing it for the last 7 years. But these are the problems that I have faced it, even we have been facing it from the beginning. So And this is all about Moodle. So this is one of the pages of our Moodle server. And we have the video on demand services. And we have the digital library and information systems. So now what I am going to talk about is that now the whole system I am going to put it over a cloud. So cloud actually when it comes is that you don't need to own anything. So you can just buy it. So just as the electricity you buy it, or electricity you consume it, so you can just take it and you just pay it according to what you have used it. So the same way you can go for this system also. So what we have done it in our is that we have developed a cloud infrastructure, so and host the e-learning platforms on the cloud. So there we have get better services, the performance, the elasticity or the scalability, then use it whenever you are needed. So not much more, you get the cost benefit, and also it is not vendor lock-in. So whenever you need it, you just buy it and you use it. And the hardware, the database server and all, you can just forget about, you just leave it to the cloud. So the applications, you develop it and put it on the cloud. It will take you should have the services, storage, network, voice in the lower level, and you have the middle layer. Middle level you have the cloud infrastructure or the cloud middleware, and that you can connect to the various individuals, organizations, corporations, or the various applications can run on the top of the application layer. So the advantage of the system is we are developed it using all the open sources. So this is a Linux based server, we are using it, and Ubuntu server we are using it. And for the virtual technology, we are using the hypervisors, Sen or KVM. And the middleware, we have an Eucalyptus. So Eucalyptus is nothing but elastic utility computing architecture, linking your programs to useful systems. So this is even before going to the enterprise edition of that, you can use the open source, and you can just start with the middleware with the Eucalyptus. So this all system is a web-enabled web service-based implementations, and the Linux will provide the virtualizations, and Amazon AWS interface can also be on the used on the top of that. So these all are the open sources, so you don't need to go for any proprietary software here. So this is the architecture for that. You need to have a cluster, and you need to have a controller, and you need to have the node controller. You can have any number of nodes connected to the system, and it can be on or off depending on the demands you have. So this is the logical view of the cloud that we have set up there. So we use Eucalyptus, Sen and KVM as a hypervisor, and each one we created, it comes as an image. Then image will come on the top of that, and it will come on the, so, and what we have done is that we have taken the Moodle application, there we have all the courses and quizzes and assignments and all, and this has put it in the top of our application. And there are certain testing tools available. You can do the benchmarking with the conventional as well as the cloud, and see the performance, how effectively you can use the cloud. So this is a snapshot of the Eucalyptus. So this is actually the cloud-enabled e-learning platform. The Moodle we have put it in on the top of the cloud. So this is again the Moodle on the cloud. All the courses it is listed there. You can choose any of the courses or the cloud, and you can use it. Of course, there are a number of challenges like security, privacy, control, etc. I am not going into it, but you should definitely get a cost benefit maybe for a long run. Data security is again another issue. Okay, thank you. That's all my presentations.
Thank you.